If you're currently building a sample project for a sample client as part of your portfolio project, you should start it now. The reason is every client is different and you will every single project you will see something that you have never seen before. Also, you don't have the customer feedback and maybe you don't even want to use it. Think about it. You build a to-do app and have you ever used that to-do app to manage your to-do tasks? I had that situation in the past. Someone showed me that as the portfolio. And what happened was I asked them, well, we have Trello, which is another product made by Atlassian, the same with Jira. So yeah, I was like, yeah, you can move the to-do stuff into in progress and done. Their to-do app is can only you can take it. I was like, yeah, we can use your app for manage stuff to do. And he was like, no, let's use Trello. Like, and personally, I would use Google Task. So the situation is maybe you don't even use it. And the next thing, you don't have human interactions. So what is the point of making it when potentially nobody gonna use it and it's not really needed? Maybe, yeah, it might be good to show your skill. People only care if it is actually useful. So, given that, today I'll show you 7 ways of bringing stuff to projects to your portfolio. With your study assignment, it's definitely best if you can convert it to a video, just make a demo of it. Because let's say that if you spend a lot of time working on it, a week, 2 weeks to do it, and at the end of the day, nobody is seeing it, it's not really worth it. So if you already have to put the work to do it, then why don't you just post it up? There will be people who searching for it as part of to when they are doing their assignment, so you can help a lot of people. And the next thing is it show that you are good at something. So yeah, convert like I would say do a demo of it on a video and post it up. With this way, you're gonna have a lot of item because every time you go and do a technical interview, they will give you something to do. And in that case, if you already spend like an hour or 2 hours working on that problems and come up with a solution, why not just use it to help you out with your portfolio? Because technically you just don't have anything yet to put in. So when you do that, then just I really recommend I'll make a video on it and then post them up. And potentially people gonna search for it. So I will quickly show you one of the work that I have, like one of the questions that I have in my technical interview. And yeah, and then I just post it up. So one moment, I'll just quickly share. Oh, I have too many stuff open. Well, I mean, I can cut this out, right? So yeah, I have this video. It's not that many views, but if you go and search these term on Google, um, yeah, text file is fine. I mean, put the solution, you can get better. Oh, see, so me is here. Like decoder message from text file. It's yeah. So if you want to help me, just go and click to this video here. And then just mute me up and watch the whole thing. If you're curious to know about it. And that will support me a lot. But it got quite a bit of view. So yeah, the more people it helps, the better. But for this one, I would recommend you taking any things that you do very small like you have to scrape stuff or any Excel scripts that you do to help with your little daily tasks in the computer, like any automated manual tasks, because that can be also helpful because lots of business now they are having that too. I'll show you a quick example, like I actually had in the situation I need to use it. So I'll quickly do a sharing and I'll show you. So this is my LinkedIn profile. And as you can see, like I used to send a lot of uh people requesting for the connect because I can't at the point where I just need to connect to people and talk. No wonder why I got so many connections. I just connect people I don't know, which is not a good idea, but like that's how it normally likes when you need to reach out, right? So and in the case when people don't respond, and I was just like, yeah, I remember I did write a script to just literally do this. So you go for the button, you click withdraw, then enter with this, and you hit withdraw. So I write a script, and it would just go through down along this DOM and just do the whole thing. I think, yeah, and then if you do it, like for example, I put it in the console and then I do the inspection of each element and how it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty much you can literally show it. I should actually show it. I just don't have the script anymore. Maybe I'll make it in the future because I'm kind of need to do that now. But I did a feature, I have a habit of putting them on now. It just things that come up because a lot of the time that when you work on it, you still remember about it and it's still fresh. So it's quite good that you just make it record it right away. And normally I like to go beyond it, what I need to do. Because when I record this, like I send it to the tester because normally they would test what I'm working on. And having a video is gonna help them being able to test, like know what they can do to test it. And when I post it up, like you can see some of this video, I cover some of the details of my company and the regret that I had because I was working on a very big project or it's a tax project and it's just a lot of stuff in it. It can show that I have like communication skill, coding skill, a lot of the skill, and it's just messy. You have to work with business people and also the tech people. And the thing is, I cannot put it in my portfolio or I can't even tell anything about it. Why? Because I forget it. I forget about it. Like, I mean, these things can help you remember what it is, things that you've been working on and stuff. It's gonna be quite good when you're making uh, a documentation so that it can help either the next person who is gonna work on it or either for you later on when you need to look into it. And now this is the working that I have been working on for some of my past portfolio projects. This is on my hackathon and I recorded. For these one, I also put some documentation. That's why I can kind of get it and talk about it because it was like I think I worked on it about 2 or 3 years ago. And I don't remember how to set them up, which is quite sad because I should do it straight away, which I just learned it now. Thanks to the documentation that I was able to set it up. And there's another benefit of doing it, which if you actually looking for some stuff that on GitHub, let's say I was like searching for some restaurant management program for helping me. Like I have a restaurant management and I use languages I'm familiar, so C#.net. And so I just try with the first two, right? Let's say, yeah, people search and find out your stuff in your GitHub, something very similar to this. And what they do is they go into it. And then for the first one, let's say they download it. And then the second one, they also download. So technically,
So I'll just show this one. So it's quite a lot of complicated stuff to set it up, but I have the um that one in here. So the first restaurant management, the thing that is there's no way when I can first start it. Like I mean technically yeah, right, you want to start it right away. And that is gonna be a bit of a tough call because how likely am I gonna be able to follow all these steps, right? It's quite a lot. So yeah, basically it might just give the person a lot of hard, like when someone viewing your portfolio is gonna be fairly tough. And then did that one, and then if I go for this one, which is much easier, I would say, migrate database to be honest, and then you can't may be able to follow the step and do all these things. And yeah, I also have them here as well. So just go out this. And so I have it here. And then yeah, this one is much easier. You can just open it. Well, and then hopefully when they open, they load. All right, so I just download it randomly. Anyway, hit start. You know, as most people gonna do, trying to start it first. Oh, I haven't even done. So yeah, basically, when you first just start, it just give you an arrow straight up. Okay, well, I will be patient and I'll say, all right, let's say no. All right. And now, like, I mean, if you got the issue and they have to find out that, that would be a bit. But hang on, let me be more patient and I'll do maybe that. And I'll say, okay, well, it still failed. Yeah. So technically, right, a video you show it working on your computer. Of course, in my computer is a different configurations and different things, so it it might not work. And technically, that's what you don't really want to happen. But when if people are very generous and download your stuff and try to run it, and you know, you don't really want to show people something that's not working. And so yeah, that's why I highly recommend if you finish it, make a video, demonstrate it, show it working on your computer, don't make my mistake. Otherwise, put some really good documentations.
We can share your experience on the camera and record it and put it up because the whole point is someone might just steal your portfolio stuff if you put on your GitHub. They can just download and say it's theirs, right? But if you share the camera, it's very hard to steal. And then also it's good for you to practice your interviewing skill, like practice being confident talking on a camera, which can be very helpful. Also, on camera, it can show how you're talking to people, a little bit of your personality, your confidence skill, and how it's like to look at you in interview. And then let's say if you, before the interview, they can see you and you can record some of the questions people might ask, like, tell me about yourself or what you like about software engineering and things like that. And then in that case, you have time to prepare for it. You don't get nerve-wracking in the interview.